Good morning on a beautiful day at Lalande, and goodness knows you haven't heard that very often in the last few months. Not only that, but it is a very, very auspicious day because today is Sara and Steve's wedding in the Dordogne. So this afternoon, Philip and I will be going there. This evening we'll be staying in a beautiful chateau near Steve and Sara's. But before all of that excitement, I have to get the kitchen ready for breakfast because we have a very important guest. Faye from Ardmore is still here. She stayed the night last night. We had the most wonderful evening with her. And at the moment, Philip is running around the chateau with her, showing her all of his porcelain, plates, china, table settings. She's as passionate about all of those things as he is. So they're having a whale of a time. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be in here showing her the things that he has recently got to add to the kitchen collections. But I better make tea for everyone.
Faye loves my pie dishes.
Oh,
I love those.
Oh, fantastic.
Finally.
My bedroom was pink and green too. I thought, just love it. This one was a celery.
Celery, yes.
I keep picking them up at like Provence and such.
And then everyone in the chateau keeps teasing him.
This was €1.
Oh, I'm coming too far.
Right.
Nice things.
Philip's got all our latest things out, which we haven't had a chance to use yet.
Look at this onion. I mean,
Yeah, the
it's
onion
just,
is
it's
brilliant.
so perfect. And the mushroom.
Yeah, you'd swear it was a mushroom.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love
The
it.
colours together work so well.
Yes, and as I say, these were, I
little
think,
bit of,
€3 each,
Like
and so
aubergine colour in the...
mixed with the plain white cabbage were, I think it brings it to life. It's what it needs.
Love it. I think the cucumber's excellent.
I like this artichoke with the leaf.
Whilst Philip takes Faye back to the chateau that she's staying at, I'm going to go out to the chapel because I have a meeting with the architect. Bonjour Sébastien, ça va? Hi, bonjour, je vous avais pas vu. Bonjour. We are going up because I can't believe it. I've just been told the extraordinary news, merci, that the missing stars have been added onto the new vault. Can't believe it. Apparently this is what the gilder has been working on. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, mais c'est beau, Benoît. Oh là là. Mais ça me touche profondément. Parce que ça, c'est vraiment un symbole de la chapelle qui revient.
On a l'impression qu'on n'a rien fait.
Oui, oui. On peut pas voir que c'est la partie neuve.
C'est parfait.
Oh, mais quel travail vous avez fait. Oui, toute votre équipe et l'autre équipe, et je le vois là, Sébastien. On le voit juste de l'autre côté.
Donc la prochaine fois que le doreur reviendra, peut-être la semaine prochaine ou le 24,
Oui.
on mettra en place toutes les dorures, il mettra en place toutes les dorures sur les nervures, la rouge et la bleue qui se retrouve de l'autre côté là, avec les petites palmes.
D'accord. Et puis, ça y est, après ça.
Après ça, il y a encore pas mal de choses. Il y a tous les petits points à mettre en place ici là.
Ah oui.
Il y a des petits détails partout quoi. Il y a des filets à faire, des tas de petits détails à rétablir.
Oui, mais franchement, à l'œil, quand on le voit comme ça, on a l'impression que c'est pratiquement fini ici. Mais oui, il y a plein de petites choses à faire.
Après, c'est que du détail.
Oui.
Et c'est ce qui fait la richesse de ce décor, en fait.
Ils ont remis l'or ici?
Oui, oui. Ici aussi, là, tous les petits filets partout, en périphérie de chaque arc, ont été réalisés aussi.
Ah oui, ça c'est vrai. Là, on voit l'or qui brille.
Alors après, nous, on doit faire un petit filet noir entre l'or et le cavé marron.
D'accord, alors c'est pas fini. L'or est en place,
Voilà.
mais ce n'est
On a-
pas
on a
fini.
un
Il y a
bon
le
boulot.
filet, là. D'accord.
Un filet de cette couleur-là qu'on va mettre ici.
Oui.
Un petit filet noir ici en périphérie. Et voilà, on a beaucoup de boulot de finition.
Mais c'est incroyable la complexité. Il y a tellement de couleurs et on ne le voit pas quand
ouais,
on
non, c'est-
regarde la chapelle.
Globalement, c'est un ensemble, mais quand on est dessus, oui, c'est compliqué. C'est compliqué.
Vous n'allez pas oublier la chapelle de Lalande.
C'est pas commun de tomber sur un décor aussi riche. Ouais, c'est vrai, c'est pas. Il y a que l'église orthodoxe, l'église russe à Paris, où des décors très chargés comme ça.
Oui.
C'est pas commun.
Ah ben, je suis fière quand même
Ah,
que
oui,
ce
oui,
soit
c'est
ici, à Crozon-sur-Bovre.
C'est pas commun. On a fait aussi les essais là-bas.
Ah, au milieu. Oh oui. Ah, mais c'est une splendeur.
Une fois que l'or sera mis en place,
Oui.
la transition entre la partie haute
Oui.
qui est ancienne et la partie neuve qu'on a restituée se fera visuellement, ce sera.
Oui, oui, oui.
Donc une fois que l'or aura été mis en place, nous on le patine un peu après pour
Voilà.
atténuer le côté clinquant et l'aligner au niveau de la tension avec les
Avec
éléments
le reste.
existants, quoi.
Absolument. Ouais, c'est vraiment beau. Félicitations. Et vous avez trouvé alors pour le pochoir?
Oui, voilà. Donc,
Parfait.
en fait, on l'a divisé par 4 et on l'aligne
Chaque fois.
au fur et à mesure.
Oui.
Voilà. C'est ce que Virgile est en train de faire.
Ah, voilà. Exhibit A. Voilà. Et comme ça, c'est simplement la toute petite partie qui est faite à la main chaque fois pour aligner. And they're also going to add ventilation holes in the side of the wall, very low down with a little grill on. It shouldn't really be visible because it will be a plastic grill which is painted in exactly the same way as the decoration on the walls. So it should be fairly invisible to the naked eye. But there will be, I think, 6 holes on one side of the chapel and 6 on the other side of the chapel, which means that whether or not the doors open, whether or not there's a window open, there will be a continual ventilation at all times of the year. What a beautiful day for a wedding. I hope it's still this lovely this afternoon at Sara and Steve's. I am very much in the mood for a celebration, seeing those stars on the vault that was missing for all the time that I've been at Lalande. And now it's come back. The stars are in place. Wow, I am really, really happy.
You so Phil this morning, I swear he looks like Don Johnson from Miami Vice.
Oh, that's the suit. Obviously, this is what I've been looking for in my life. The 80s, made flesh in a man. This is looking amazing, by the way, Grant.
Thank you. So it will...
My goodness, that's a lot of pieces for one door, isn't it?
Oh my God. So we're flipping it.
Yeah.
So the door used to open this way,
Yeah?
but we're now going to go back this way.
Okay.
The painting's been moved. I think we're better off-centering the door, like that's like centered.
Okay.
But if we off-center it and put it more to one side,
Yeah.
because you're coming in on an angle, it gives
Oh, you've got a little... Oh, I see
Well,
what
you
you
could
mean.
either have a hall stand,
Yeah,
the
you can have a little
keys,
table.
whatever right here. Because if we go to where it should be,
Yeah.
it's a void. You'll end up putting stuff here and it'll, you know what it's like. You
I
drop
think you're
something.
right. Yeah, I think
So
that's
we
good.
Hug it over.
Yeah, it gives us space for a little console.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it actually leaves more room for the door to open because the door's now going to open that way.
All right, okay.
It'll be done when you get back.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing.
Have fun.
See you tomorrow.
See you.
I'm off with Don Johnson.
Yeah.
It's basically Miami Vice. You just have to make sure that you push up the sleeves of the suit.
I was not planning on doing that.
Oh, it's getting really pretty around here. And we're going to see everyone at the wedding.
Well, it'd be so nice for Lancelot to see Baudelaire again and Dexter and for us to see Alfred.
We've arrived in their village. Now we're just looking for the mairie because that's where the wedding will take place before we all go back to the chateau. Ah, we're behind it, are we?
There's one. Shall I just drive to theirs?
Sure. Oh, it's such a gorgeous drive. Oh, I love it here. Oh, and there's their new gazebo up.
So good.
Is there anything more idyllic than being able to just walk to the mairie from your own chateau to get married there and then back for the reception? I can't really imagine a nicer walk from a chateau to the mairie. Here is a glimpse of Sarah and Steve at this most magnificent wedding, and make sure that you watch their video on Manor and Maker on Tuesday night where they'll be showing the whole wedding, and we've all been filming footage for them. It is spectacular and I can't wait for you to see it.
We embarked on this adventure in France a couple of years ago, and everybody here has been unbelievably supportive and has made this adventure just the best thing ever. For us. I mean, and this is just a cherry on top, and it will continue from here. So we thank everybody for coming. You guys are awesome. We're glad to celebrate this with you. So cheers, everybody.
Cheers!
Cheers.
It's the moment they've been waiting for! This is the room with the gorgeous little green paint company wallpaper. It looks beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous?
And remember the lamp we saw?
Yes, and they got it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's a bit of a Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, okay.
I just took Lancelot for a walk around the block, and a neighbour's dog has just followed us and appears to be coming back to the wedding with us. So not too sure what to do about that. But yes, you've sort of been herded by Lancelot. It is not your home to invite people back to, darling. Oh, thank goodness, we just saw Steve. He was driving past. Actually, why is Steve driving away? But he said that it's absolutely fine. The dog knows the place well. He's very welcome. He knows Dexter. So the party's just grown by one. Well done, Lancelot. We are temporarily leaving the wedding because we're staying at Ed and Candace's nearby, practically neighbours to Steve and Sarah, and they've also bought a chateau in France. What can I say? It is contagious. So we're going to go and settle in and then come back later on. We are so excited because we've never been to Ed and Candace's chateau before. Oh my goodness! You're right, because Philip had seen a photo of your chateau and said it looks a little bit like Lalande, and it does.
That was the old tower?
Yes, yes. This is absolutely beautiful.
Please.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, the stairs. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so jealous.
I love the pineapple lamp.
What an entrance hall.
United States.
Love that.
Absolutely stunning.
Yes, especially the dog crates. They add a
Je ne sais quoi. It's like that outside our bedroom at Lalande, but just a smaller one.
And if you want to visit the foxes, they're in here.
Oh, yes, I can see them from here. Well, I recognise the stunning foxes, and I also recognise the tapestry cartoon from Aubusson.
We had seen the video Stephanie had done about it, and we kind of forgot about it when we went there, and then kind of stumbled, thankfully, into the same shop.
I was watching a video about John Galliano's house. He was talking about Madame Chirac from Aubusson, and an entire wall of his house is just a collage of the cartoons. They bought them in the same shop. Yeah. Oh, that's giving you an idea.
It's an amazing place.
another dream.
Oh, you have an entire bar and a suit of armour. Wow.
Yes, we were told that it was a piece that came from England. We bought it in Louisiana. No,
It definitely has a very, very British feel to it. I can't believe you have the whole bar as well.
It was actually made for me. It was tailor-made for competition fighting.
Is there a reason we haven't seen you do this?
Maybe twist up tonight for the party.
Yeah,
But also, I think because it would be a bit unfair because no one else you know has a suit of armour.
but a suit of armor is about having overwhelming odds to make sure you win.
Right.
So
You've got that. And this is your whiskey bar.
that's the whiskey bar. Bourbon on the left, scotch on the right, cognac, Armagnac down the center.
If you hear a noise in the middle of the night from this room, you'll know what's happened. It is wonderful.
The downlighting.
Yes, to go through it.
Is that what it's for?
Yeah, that would look really good.
Yeah.
And it's very, very unusual to have a fireplace under a window like that.
It was one of the reasons we didn't like the house when we first saw it in the United States, when we looked online, is we thought the chimney had fallen down and somebody stuck a fire window over top of it.
I think it was an 18th century innovation.
That's what we
And it's
been
beautiful.
told,
Yes.
is that it was a chic thing to have in Paris.
Yes, very chic.
I've seen some versions where they have a sliding mirror in front of it. So at night, instead of having
Really?
shutters, you can slide a mirror.
That would have been
Yeah, it's a lovely idea. Your flooring is so similar to the flooring at Lalande.
Yes.
You have some flooring?
Yes, it's called Ladder, apparently. This is a lovely room. And you've got those gorgeous views again.
And it's nice that these windows go straight through.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, a lot of light.
the summertime when you're sitting here reading, you can open both windows.
The same one.
The Woodford.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. And those are the pineapples that basically they turned into that
That is so clever. I've never seen those before.
chandelier.
No, me neither. I really like this painting, glimpsing through a door.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's intriguing. It makes you want to walk in.
You have a floor similar to this, don't you?
Yes, our kitchen has a very, very similar floor, but we don't have that huge fireplace
So
because ours is newer.
And that's new. That's probably 1906. You can see in the ceiling, the original fireplace got stolen.
Ah, yes, yes, but it was here originally.
And these are all mechanical machine marks.
Yeah.
So our feeling is that they had planned on carving this, possibly, and never got around to it.
I love your chairs. I absolutely love the chairs.
My aunt got those years ago in the United States. The hair on the back is actually Texas Longhorn. A European style with distinctly American.
It must be lovely in winter though.
Yeah.
It's feeling enveloped.
When you're sitting here in the fire, it captures the heat.
Apparently, it is to do with drafts and
It
heat.
is.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's why they have those backs.
This is an old bread shelf that the baguettes would slide through the posts, and then the flatbreads would sit up on top of here.
So you need to start baking.
Yeah.
And you've got more of those paintings here.
Yes, that was the other ones I was thinking.
And of course,
The chicken.
my favourite is the chicken. Yeah, I mean, portrait of a chicken. So we're going through to the actual kitchen now. Oh, I love your sink. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's by bus. It's beautiful. It's so vibrant. Oh, I love the colour of the walls here. And the fabric's fabulous.
It makes for a very nice office for her when you open up the other shelf.
I can see why you chose this room. We're heading upstairs, past all these wonderful paintings that you have.
Is that George Washington?
It is. That was painted by James Stewart. If you take the dollar bill, the portrait of George Washington is basically the same one, except it's in reverse.
Oh, this is our room. Oh. Oh, it's so gorgeous.
You must love Ash glass.
I love everything. I love the four poster, the views. There's a balcony.
So listen to the frogs. Listen.
Now I feel at home. Hello, frogs. Here we are. That tree must have been spectacular about 3 weeks ago in
It
full
was.
bloom.
It was.
Lancelot looks very settled already.
Soothed by the sound of the frogs.
This room's a complete mess. But
Is this going to be your study?
yes, but everything just kind of got piled up in here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think every chateau has rooms like that where everything's just waiting for projects everywhere. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
A saddle that actually goes with the armor.
No.
The details match the armor. So if you were to buy a garniture or commission a garniture, you would have had the armor, the saddle, the other pieces. There's another piece down there for the lance, which is there.
And then you end up looking like this.
Yes.
So all we need is one other suit of armor and 2 horses, and we've got a joust. Philip, you game?
I'm allergic to horses, unfortunately. I'll try it in the car.
We've come up to the 2nd floor and just look at that view down. This is such a gorgeous place.
I quite like the colour of it.
I like that colour very much. Oh, the view. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, there's your horse.
Yeah.
So you're actually good to go with the jousting. This is gorgeous.
We enjoy it very much.
We are very, very excited to see the chapel because it's in the oldest tower. And apparently Lallande's original chapel was also in a square tower just by our lake. So here we might get a glimpse of what the chapel at Lalande was like before the chapel that we know now was built in the mid-19th century. Yes. Oh, I can imagine it looking like this, and you still have frescoes. This is beautiful. It's very moving. Do you know when the paintings date from?
The person wrote a book on chapels of the Perigord. Said that was a Baroque era painting. The little squiggly lines are to represent a full marble look.
Right.
And there's also the little beads that go around some of them is to represent the little nails that hold the fabric on, to represent holding in marble panels.
And we've got some doors in Lalande that have diamond panels in it.
Well,
From the same period.
there aren't any examples of this in the Perigord anymore. It's kind of a unique.
It's so important that you have this.
It is. It's sad that people used some very bad restoration techniques.
Yeah.
They turned it into a pump house at one point,
Oh.
pumping water out of the pond and into the house for some use. We just visited the castle at Gilding, and we'd always wondered what this trench was in the floor here. And walking into one of their towers, they have a well in the tower, and there's a trench line like that running right out from the well for any water to drain away. And it's probably one of the reasons that this floor is collapsing. is that there's a well underneath it.
It's quite moving to think that this is probably what the chapel was like at Lalande before, as we know it was in a square stone tower. Lancelot and I are all settled in this beautiful room, and Philip's gone back to Sarah and Steve's chateau to carry on partying with everyone, and I might go and join them later, but first I'm going to edit this video for you and get that up so that you can all enjoy what we've been up to today. For now, I will say good night to you all from the centre of France, and I can't wait to chat to you all again on Sunday, and do remember to keep an eye out on Tuesday on Manor and Maker for the big video of Sarah and Steve's wedding.